Hey, it's Naomi Lynn. We're back at the Utica Zoo for another segment of the Zoo's News. Back with Mike Beck, Director of Communications here at the Utica Zoo. Now, I've been letting listeners submit questions that they have about the Utica Zoo, about the animals, upcoming events, and things like that. And we got another question in. Shelby from Utica wants to know if you have to do anything different for any of the animals once it starts snowing and getting cold out and things like that.
Sure, it depends on the species. That's what it comes down to. We do have a few different animals that actually go inside during the winter, yet you cannot see them during the winter, unfortunately, because they cannot handle the winter weather. So like our hyenas, our ring-tailed lemurs, our serval, and our Chinese alligators actually go inside. So
is that because they're used to warmer climates and stuff?
They cannot handle the weather that we have in central New York. So once the temperature drops below a certain point, each animal is different. So that consistently cold nighttime temperature is when we start to move them in, and I believe we have already moved in our Chinese alligators because it's already too cold for them. And then every other animal that is at the zoo does stay out, but we do a few different things to help the animals in the winter. So we have heated buildings where they have access to their building that has heat in it. We do a lot of increasing their diets so they can kind of bulk up, gain more weight for the winter, more fur, more feathers. So you see a lot of animals that will gain more weight during the winter. We're actually at our sea lion exhibit where Porter, our male sea lion, he'll get up to 750, maybe closer to 800 pounds in the winter. They grow a thick layer of blubber in the winter, and that's something that they would do in the wild, and our zookeepers monitor that, and they monitor their weight to make sure that they get their weight up in the winter, because the water gets pretty cold. You know, we don't heat the pool, so the water gets cold, but they love to swim in it all winter long. So
you said 750 to 800
pounds, yeah.
How much would they normally weigh?
He's around, he fluctuates in the 600s, so gaining another 100, 200 pounds.
Wow, for the winter.
Yeah, in the winter, which is, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, crazy to think about gaining that much weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, they'll lose that weight again in the spring for the summer months. But we also do a few other things, like we'll use hay in exhibits. Hay acts as an insulator. We have heated water bowls, and then we have heat lamps and heat pads, so the pads that you can lay on, and then the heat lamps as well. So there's a bunch of different techniques to keep animals warm in the winter.
So it just depends on the animal.
Yeah.
What you do for them, but like you said, there is a bunch of ways that you keep them warm.
They might come from a place in the world where they are used to certain fluctuations in temperature.
Right.
But also usually the size. Usually the bigger the animal, the easier it is for them to conquer the winter. As you can imagine, smaller animals just wouldn't fend that well. So
the lions are pretty much okay.
Yeah, that's why it's confusing, because a lot of people come here during the winter and they're like, why your lions are from Africa? What are they doing? So they're big. They're big to begin with. So they can handle it. And then they were born here in Utica, so they're used to it. But that's probably the #1 question when people come here. They're like, why are your lions
out in the winter
playing in the snow? We've got some pretty cool video footage actually on our website, on our Facebook page, of the lions. They've figured out how to roll snowballs out of like rocks, so our keepers have to check daily during the winter to see if there's any of these like rock snowballs. Because they're just big cats and they want to, hit things around.
So they're pretty much playing.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the lions actually like the snow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably the biggest thing that people notice during the winter. So.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for answering that question. Shelby, thank you for submitting that question. Now, if you have a question about the Utica Zoo, upcoming events, the animals at the zoo, or anything like that, all you have to do is hit the little icon on the top of this screen, and it'll take you to the form to fill out, and hopefully we'll be answering those questions soon.